Hey there guys, good afternoon. It is the 14th of December 2016 and today marks precisely 1 month since coming off the drug Pregabalin, or Lyrica as it's otherwise known. And 1 month down the line I thought I would record a video to just describe some of the symptoms I've been experiencing since coming off the drug, probably withdrawal. One really significant symptom, call it a symptom, is I feel I've got a bit of insomnia, having difficulty sleeping at night time. 10 o'clock comes, 11 o'clock comes, I'm usually pretty tired. Not a sign of tiredness. 12 o'clock comes and I'm thinking, probably should be going to bed now. So I tend to go to bed about 12 o'clock and eventually I must drop off. But also I feel the insomnia is possibly a result of having absolutely tons more mental energy. And I absolutely definitively know this is the case because my mind just feels so sharp now. I don't feel tired and I don't feel lethargic, and I do actually blame the drug for that. That's got to be the case because I feel absolutely mentally I feel absolutely brilliant, and I don't get tired at doing certain tasks, thinking tasks. I'm not even, usually as a rule for me, I have my tea, my wife and I have our tea at night and that's it. I'm zonked for about half an hour, but not been doing that either. And I've been going to bed late and not getting up. And getting up at 6:30, so I'm only sort of averaging about 6.5 hours sleep a night, which isn't a great deal, but I feel absolutely fine and not tired during the day, so I think that's quite significant. On the slightly more negative side, I feel coming off Pregabalin has had quite an impact on nerve pain in my legs. In a way, I have reset my body to a clean slate. I am on absolutely no medication whatsoever, apart from the odd paracetamol and codeine as and when I feel the need. But I'm on no nerve pain medication, and consequently, yes, my feet, my legs are significantly worse, but I can still cope with them and I'm managing them well. So I have been tempted possibly once or twice to start back on Pregabalin because I've had like a couple of days where the pain and discomfort and numbness and burning in my legs is absolutely off the scale, and that really does get you feeling like, hey doctor, I sort of need something for this. This is not very good. And it also instills fear into you because you don't actually know how long that particular pain and discomfort is going to last. Hello Molly, you love to get in on the videos, don't you? Molly's down here. She's been a bit poorly just lately. I did a video about that not long ago, the other day. If you haven't already watched it, perhaps you'd like to check it out. Molly has got her own video log now, so she's gathered quite a few fans. Right, anyway, where did I get to? Not sure if this is significant coming off Pregabalin or not really, but I have been experiencing over the last several weeks quite considerable backache, but only when I'm in bed. I for years I've always slept on my back. I don't particularly like sleeping on my side, but I have to sleep on my side at the moment because sleeping on my back tends, after a few hours, tends to make my back ache, the bottom of my back this is, and then quite interestingly, if my back starts to ache and play up, so do my legs. Now that is what I can't understand, because why would that affect my legs? That would sort of imply there's something sort of physical going on in my back which is making my legs more painful. It's really weird. I can't work it out. Here's Molly sitting at the side of me while I make the video. Come on then. Are you going to say hello? Anyway, the next thing that has increased is, and I did do a video about this a little while ago, about this funny kind of strange twitching feeling I get in my leg. That has increased in frequency. When I was on Pregabalin, it would only happen once in a blue moon, like once a month or twice a month at the most. What would happen, and I have done a video and I describe it in detail in that video, and it almost feels like, and it's only ever in my left leg, I can be sitting relaxing in front of the telly and I can start to feel, I feel it coming on, I can feel like this nerve, I don't know how to describe it, this sensation in my leg, and it's slowly building up, a little bit like a sneeze coming on, slowly and slowly and slowly, and eventually you sneeze. But my leg sort of builds up and builds up and builds up, and then all of a sudden my leg kicks out like that, or the muscle just twitches. And I've had quite a lot of comments off various people who have said this is restless leg syndrome. And that's very interesting. Obviously it's all nerve related, possibly MS related, I'm not sure. But that is definitely, without any shadow of a doubt, worse and much more frequent. In fact, I would say, it's only when I sit down at night and I'm relaxing, perhaps watching the TV, when I've been sat down for about half an hour, I can feel it. It starts to come on and then it builds up and then my leg shoots out. It's so strange. But it is actually very bloody annoying, because as soon as my leg muscle twitches and my leg does whatever it wants to do, shoots out, it's like on a repeat loop. It will then start again from very, very calm, it builds up and builds up and builds up, and my leg shoots out, and it just keeps doing it. And it will do it all night. And even when I go to bed, it's still doing it. It is one of the most annoying things ever. So anybody out there that also experiences that, I'm sure that you can relate to that. Okay, the final thing I just want to discuss is my chest pain. Those of you that have been with me for a while know that I suffer this very strange symptom in my chest. It starts in the centre of my chest, it's very, very painful, it radiates down my ribs. I wasn't sure if it's costochondritis, I think that's how you pronounce it, costochondritis. But my MS specialist seems to think it's MS related, classic MS, that's what she says. I'm not convinced, but I'm still not quite sure what it is. However, it's still early days, and since obviously coming off Pregabalin, I've been monitoring myself, and I think there is a subtle improvement which I'm absolutely over the moon about. I've got the chest pain now, it's about a 4-5, but it doesn't go into the 7s very often, whereas it was doing 6 and 7s. So that's really positive, and I'm pleased about that. Right guys, well, I think I've covered all the points I wanted to. I've been making notes on my phone here. And I'll probably do another video in another month's time, because I have absolutely no doubt this Pregabalin is still in my system. I obviously been taking it for 4.5 years, and from what I've read on the internet, it takes a good 3 months plus to completely vacate one's body. So, on the whole, pretty good. I feel okay. Legs are worse, chest's possibly a little bit better. Leg twitchingy thing, not good, but it's important that, like I say, I nearly started taking the drug again, but I persevered, and the 2 days I was talking about where things were really bad, I got better. It was like a trend. It's like a 2-day trend, then I'm okay for a while, then another 2 days of hell and okay for a while. So, okay guys, well, thank you very much for listening. Not sure if you've noticed, but I've done away with those, you know, the boxes that appear saying please like my video, please comment, that appear at the top and all over the place. I think you only see those on a PC, you don't see them on a tablet or a phone, but I can't be bothered with them. Not because, just because it takes quite a lot of time to put them in, and I feel if somebody does genuinely like my videos, they'll give me a thumbs up and possibly send me a comment, and if I'm really lucky, they'll subscribe. Right, that's it for this one. Bye bye for now, and it's bye bye from Molly, but she's gone to find her food. See you guys.